Here's the challenge of raising three individuals being for you, yet you're also a working mother. Let's not forget that you've got three souls that you're raising, and on the other hand, you're a working mother. But how has that transition and being for you?
Oh, yeah. Makes me a bit emotional. The journey was very tough. So the first good 20 years, so I think my first kid I had at the age of 23.
You're a late bloomer. You're supposed to start at 18.
Near my, no. Imagine. 23 is just fine. I think that was still young. So, and then I had my second child at the age of 28, and then my last born at the age of 33. So I think for the last, like I said, 20 odd years, my focus has solely been on the kids and not much on myself. And what I say is that I've basically just been in default mode. It was all about, and what I say to my kids was that I was a functional mom. And what that meant was I saw to their functional needs, right? So got them to school on time, fetched them, made sure there was food at home, this, that. I'm thinking at this time, superwoman, right? I'm just doing the thing for the kids. But what I neglected, and this I only discovered literally 20 odd years later when my son said to me, Mom, I don't need a functional mother.
Wow.
I need a mother that's loving, caring, nurturing. And he said, you were not there for me. And I was like,
what do you mean?
What do you mean?
I supported you. Oh, yeah.
You went to the best schools.
Yeah.
You were... And he said, no, that's not what I wanted. I wanted a mom that could hug me. And that was an eye-opener for me.
You know what you just said? And I'm sure that listeners that are listening now, we've always looked at parenting as taking your kids to school, buying them groceries, giving them a house, and do that. We're becoming functional parents. But we're not 100% there. We are there for the functions, as you said, taking them to school, feeding them. But how often do we even hug our kids?
Yeah.
How often do we say we love our kids? Unless we are guilty of something, and then we say, baby, I love you. We not, you guys, this is, we should be talking about this one day, about functional parenting, because this is definitely a different topic. Yet we say that we are there for our kids. Are we there for our kids, or are we there to do the functions that needs to be done at that moment? Taking them to school, picking them up from school, helping them with homework, feeding them, taking them to a soccer game on weekends. Sunday, drag them to church, because 90% of the time they don't want to go to church. You drag them to church. You come back, you have lunch. You listen to Blomanacho on Sunday. You sleep, you prepare for work. Come on, guys, look at it. Think about it and say, how much time do you give to your kids without doing something?
Yeah.
Just sitting and laughing with them.
And that's the thing, the emotional support is so important. And I think, especially with kids today, because they're competing with so many things out there, and there's a lot of pressure, and they need that emotional support. And I had to learn, and this is where therapy then comes in, right? I had to learn how to then give that emotional support.
So you had to adjust yourself.
I had to adjust myself, and when my son comes and he hugs me, I had to reciprocate and not say, no man, I don't have time for a hug. I'm busy, man, you know. And interestingly enough, I must say the relationship with my kids, it has changed a lot. It really has, and in that I'm trying to be there for them more emotionally. My youngest son lost his dad to COVID 2 years ago. We went through a torrid time, but we were fighting, and I just didn't understand, and I just didn't know how to be there for him. And that was the toughest time.
It challenged you?
It challenged me, because now I had to be an emotional mom, a caring, a loving mom.
An emotional, available mom.
Available.
Because guys, you can be emotional, but it depends if you're available. Because you can be there and say I love you, but are you available?
Available.
Especially if your child loses a parent. Hey.